I'm going to invite Mario to speak.
Thanks. I am Mario Gooden, professor at Columbia University, and I suppose that I wear two hats. I'm an architect and also a professor, so I guess that makes me a kind of part-time lover and a part-time loser. But in that, I'd actually like to conflate two things, one from Ian and the other from Mark, and without being too reductive in terms of Ian's eloquent sort of prompt. But to me, it seems that it boils down to the questions of what can an architect or what can architecture do, or what can architecture make in terms of dealing with a post-apartheid city. And Mark's point that we architects love buildings, but we don't really know what buildings are. We don't really know why it is that we love them. And I'm really sort of paraphrasing here. And it seems to me, and I never have really sort of thought of this word, because I always tell my students that there's a four-letter word that starts with F that we really shouldn't use in the studio, and that word is form, and that it's not really about what architecture should look like, but what architecture should do, and that architecture is a form of knowledge, it's not the knowledge of form, that it's a form of production, it's not the production of form, and so forth. But actually, maybe the other word is love, which I've never really sort of thought about this before. But I think that maybe it has to do with, for example, if one is involved in a great love affair, it's not necessarily about what that person looks like, but I suppose it's about the relationship that one has with that person. And so maybe architects should not only love buildings, but we need to love the city in order to begin to sort of think about how to enter into a relationship with the city. In order to think about strategies in terms of the city as a form of production, not production of form, the city as a form of knowledge. So I would maybe just like to kind of hold those two words up. The two four-letter words, by the way, one that begins with F and the other that begins with L in terms of thinking about the city.